All right, so hopping into the kind of random stuff from the book that I couldn't really fit into other categories. So the first one is going to be a stat that I've brought up on the channel before, and it's basically the percentage of the population that has regular lucid dreams, which is anywhere from about 10 to 20%. Now, what exactly counts as regular? I've heard a few different numbers thrown around before, but I myself would put it as something like maybe like 10 to 15 a year at about once a month clip or so, which is where I was at before I was taking my practice seriously. And I just would kind of have them at about once a month clip ever since I was a teenager. But I would also venture to say that anybody who has them that often, or at least realizes that they have them that often, they're probably having a lot more than that. They're just not, recalling it. Because unless you're actively trying to dream journal and recall your dreams on purpose, all that shit is going to slip out your mind just as easily as regular dreams do, especially if you happen to get lucid like kind of earlier in the night, which for some reason has always been something that's happened to me a lot versus like, like the kind of typical place where people get lucid, like in the longer, more stable dream REM sessions towards like, later in the night as you hit in hours like 6, 7, 8 or whatever. Also, she talks about like the International Association for the Study of Dreams, the IASD, which is something I never heard about, but apparently it's like the oldest, it was made in like the 80s, like worldwide community for dreamers. So super cool thing, and I feel kind of obligated to join it, so I think I will join it at some point. I didn't join it yet because when I was reading the book, it was like right before I went to New Zealand. And then I did go to New Zealand and dug a nice hole of debt right there, so I can't really justify just chucking $100 at it, just to be a member. But by all means, at some point, I will be joining that shit because I feel like I kind of have to.